How to get started. It's going to basically show you how to get started and the basics of making a profit and making money on Patrician 4. The main thing that the game's all about is being a merchant, making money. There's a lot more to this game, but that's the main thing. And this. Click on campaign. You can either leave this name or type in your own name. You can change base. You can change the coat of arms. Hometown always is Lubeck. And the number of cities in campaign mode, which is the regular game mode, is always 20 cities. And if you put the cursor over the eye, little small green eye, eyes for information, then you get at the bottom of the screen more information about whatever the cursor's pointed at or near. In this case, it's level of difficulty being normal. Then they go on to describe about it at the bottom. In the campaign mode, you can't change the level of difficulty or the average population, but you can in the free play mode. But the campaign mode is the default or normal play mode. So this is why I'm showing you this. This game is meant to be played on as a one player. If you're not playing it online multiplayer, then the game is meant to be played on the campaign mode. Start in Lubeck, 20 cities, normal difficulty, historic production, 2,000 average population. Start the game. So skipping this intro, I'll show you the gameplay. You right click in order to skip the intro. Right click to skip the intro. Wait a few seconds. This guy pops up. Okay, this is the most important thing to remember. Is about the list of goods that you have on board your ships or your wagon trains. in this version, but the wagon trains aren't very profitable. There's only 2 or 3 cities or so that are inland cities, and they're never very big being inland compared to the coastal cities, and they usually aren't worth the effort to make trips to, and it's the ships that are the real profit in this game. So you left click on the ship, and then the ship screen on the right side, the ship unscrolls on the right side of your computer screen. It says the name of the ship, where it's anchored or where it's traveling to, and other details. And then you click on the barrel. Click on the barrel, which is the list of goods. Left click. And right now you don't have any. In order to get any, and they give you 30,000 gold pieces to start, so that's where you use the money to make even more money. And so you right click on, or if you're in the city view, it's a left click on the market hall, and you see the green bars or the stock bars next to the product. So grain, for instance, you buy some grain, you left click on anywhere on this bar, if you left click, then screen expands a little, and then while you hold down and you left click, you hold down the mouse button, and at the same time you move the mouse to the right or the left. When you move it to the right, you're buying. When you move it to the left, you're selling. You can't sell anything at first because you don't have anything to sell when you first start the game. So it's not allowing me to move it to the left, but later on, from the center point, you can move it to the left. And you move it to the right, and buy 18 barrels of grain. Buy 16 barrels of hemp. I'm going to buy 10 or so barrels of salt. 5 barrels of metal goods. And I have 26,957 gold pieces left. And I'll leave it at that. And you can scroll down for more goods, but Lubeck usually doesn't have anything else except beer, which I'm not going to buy this time around. Left click on the X to get out of that screen. And then you move up to the top center part of the screen to get out of the city view. It's called the nautical chart. It's a picture of the world, and then you left click on the nautical chart at the top of the screen. Then it takes you to the map of Europe, of Northern Europe. And the plus and minus keys are to zoom in or zoom out. I'm zooming out so you can see England's on the left and Norway is at the top of the screen. And Denmark and Germany is in the center bottom area. So you take your one ship you begin with at the beginning of the game to another city with those goods you just bought on Lubeck. And the idea is to make a profit. So you're selling them for more than you bought it for in Lubeck. And who's in need of these products? You can see that next to the city where it says what's in demand. So Oslo wants some metal goods, and I've got the metal goods. We're going to go to Oslo, and to move your ship to Oslo, if you don't already have the convoy selected, you move the cursor over the little ship symbol near Lubeck, or whatever city the ship's in or near, Ship symbols near the city, the ship's in the city. And you left click on that one time, and then you move the cursor over to the city that you want to go to. In this case, it's Oslo. And move the cursor up to Oslo, and then I right click on that city. So it's a left click on the convoy to select it, then a right click on the destination city of Oslo, in this case. So a line pops up, the ship's traveling. The line pops up and the ship's traveling. And it says that Oslo's 1.9 days left now. Now 1.8. And as the ship's traveling, then you see these numbers get smaller. And to speed it up, you press the space bar. Ring-a-ring, your ship's in the city. Now you can either right-click on the city or left-click on the money icon in the lower right of the city. You bring up the market hall. That was a little money bag symbol I left-clicked on. This time I'm going to right-click on. Move a cursor over the city, right-click on the city, and then the market hall pops up. And then you can sell your goods or buy goods. Left-click, hold down the left mouse button, and move it all the way to the left to sell all 16 barrels for a profit. If you bought it at 39, it'll show to the right. Average price is what you bought it for. And the middle price is what you're ending up selling that quantity for. So I just sold 16 barrels for 62 gold pieces each. And I bought each of them for 39 gold pieces. The price is for each barrel, not the whole quantity. So to sell the rest of it, I'm going to go into the city view and show you how to get to the market hall that way. Left click on the city to get back into the city view. Bring the cursor over the market hall and left click on the market hall. Left click on the commodity and hold down the mouse button. At the same time, slide it to the left all the way. And sell all your grain for a profit. You want to sell all your salt for a profit. And all your metal goods, of course, being the most profitable in Oslo. So now I already made a profit of 1,632 gold pieces. And you can see that in the upper left corner. Upper right corner. So I began with 30,000 gold pieces. And I have 31,632. back to this nautical chart, main map, left click up on that. And that's the basics, how to get started. The main menu's in the lower right corner, called Options, which is the main menu during gameplay. Left click on that. It says pause, but it's really the main menu in the gameplay. Go left click on main menu. Any unsaved progress will be lost, but I'm not saving it this time around. We're back into the